I came from being a student in high school, poor grades, D's, C's. I'd be lucky to get a B minus. I had no idea what I was gonna do with my life because again, I was broke, I had no money, I was overweight, I was still addicted to smoking even though at this time, I was on probation, so I couldn't smoke anymore. But of course, coming from the place that I used to be, just always lying, always cheating, always trying to find the easy way out, always trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. That was my life. I was still smoking weed and drinking these drinks and solutions. Can you just imagine? You guys ever seen those like master cleanses? I would literally have probation, which is essentially when you go to jail, they let you out and they say, all right, you're on probation for 2 or 3 years. If you do anything wrong, you're going to face jail time. I was still smoking weed, drinking these master cleanses, trying to get around the system, right? Just so selfish, just so in my own head. I didn't care about my family. I didn't care about my friends. And it just goes to prove, like obviously I did, but actions speak louder than words. This is the life that I was living right now. So I decided, you know what? I need to start making money. I can't be living like a bum anymore. All my old friends, now that I didn't have drugs to sell them, they didn't care about me anymore. Like, it was just me, and I had to figure out my life. So I started working at all different types of jobs, from restaurants to pizza delivery to Namco. I worked at Toys R Us, gas stations. And I said to myself, this can't be my life. I want to get my own place. I want to know what it's like to have money and to buy my own car. So I decided to go to school. And what I decided to go to school for was something called X-ray. So radiology. I wanted to become a radiology technician. So essentially what that entails is if somebody breaks a bone, or you guys know, if you ever have to get like an MRI, I would be the guy doing that. I had no idea how I was gonna get good grades in school. I had gotten nothing better than C's and D's in high school. So I found this program at a local community college, and I found out that in order to get accepted into this program, they usually have about 300 applicants every year. And this is a 2-year program, and they let 17 people get into this program. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but it just goes to show I had a drive. I had my why. I wanted to change my life. And guess what? Being an X-ray technician, I can make $50,000 a year. Holy crap, $50,000 a year legally without cheating people, without selling drugs. That was my ticket out. So I went to school, and guess what? I busted my ass harder than I ever have in my whole entire life. I studied, I networked with other students, I stayed late, I got tutoring, and I freaking ended up getting like a 3.8 or a 3.9 GPA. And guess what? I remember the day that I got a phone call and they told me I got accepted into the program. Out of 300 people, they accepted 17 people, and I got accepted into this program. I remember my parents were so excited. My mom and dad were so proud. My grandparents, they were so proud. They called me and they said, Steven, you made it. They were so proud of me. But guess what? About a couple weeks later, I went to orientation, and I went to school after getting accepted into the program, and I realized that I was freaking miserable. I didn't want to be locked in a cubicle. I've been a hustler since day one, whether that was hustling Pokemon cards, baseball cards, selling drugs. I'm a hustler. I'm an influencer. I like to motivate people. I like to go out there and create my own destiny. What the heck am I doing trying to make my parents happy? $50,000 a year. And at the time, I was working at the Cracker Barrel. I went onto YouTube and I was looking up how to make money online because I'm freaked out about school, and I'm like, this is gonna be psycho. Like, I can't believe why did I do this? I'm doing this for everybody else. And I found this guy, all right? His name was I'm gonna call him TBH, the Bonafide Hustler. And it was this big jacked Asian dude who was selling bicycles and flipping stuff on eBay for a profit, and he was able to quit his corporate job to do that. Well, I just got immersed, and I just got mesmerized by the Bonafide Hustler, by reselling the community. And I used to literally just harass this guy. I would learn about bicycles from his videos. I would go out, find them. And at the time, there were no Facebook groups. There were no live YouTube videos. And I would just post on his page, hey, should I buy this? Should I buy this? Should I buy this? I would just annoy the crap out of him. And he would respond back. He was so cool. He would tell me, yeah, you can buy this. You should buy it, flip it for $160 in town. And that summer, I flipped and made like almost $10,000 to $20,000. I don't remember the exact number, but I had made enough money to where I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go to school. I'm gonna start a reselling business. And I remember telling my parents and my grandparents, I'm not going to be going to school. I'm going to be doing this thing called reselling, and I'm going to be flipping bicycles on Craigslist. I'm going to be buying clothing from thrift stores. It was crazy. So I said no to school, right? I said no to radiology technology, and I started reselling. And within a couple of weeks, I started documenting my journey on YouTube. And since then, I've started up multiple businesses. An eBay business where actually, if you want to pan around, Zach, we're in my warehouse right now where I have 2 1099 contractors helping me out over here. I've started an Amazon FBA business. At one point, I was making almost $10,000 a month in my ebook Kindle business. I've done affiliate marketing. I've had months where I've made over $100,000 profit affiliate marketing. I now own 2 real estate properties. I have a YouTube channel, and this isn't to brag or boast or to impress you, but to impress upon you that this is where I came from. I lost the weight. I lost 70 pounds. I quit smoking 2 packs of cigarettes, right? I quit smoking weed. I invested in real estate. I started these online businesses, but this was the progression, one by one by one, day by day by day. So I just want to make this video to kind of show the timeline of the evolution of Steve Raiken, or otherwise known as Raiken Profit, and hopefully inspire you and just be 100% transparent with the fact that you can change your freaking life. But be willing to invest in yourself. Be willing to push away the negative friends and the negative influences in your life. Be willing to put yourself first, and don't have your life controlled by your parents' expectations or trying to keep up with your friends or trying to show off for the girl, right? You want to do what you got to do to be happy. And you got to live your life to your fullest by investing in yourself and taking a risk and going for it, and be willing to change your life. It's not going to happen overnight. And, there's a chance that you might fail, but you got to just keep getting back up every time you get knocked down. I don't talk about it, but ups and downs. All this was ups and downs, ups and downs. It looks just like a straight, it's curved, but it looks like just a natural progression. But from the day that I hit rock bottom to the point where I am today, where I own 2 properties, and I have a net worth over $300,000 now, and I have online businesses, and I have over 8 people on the Raiken Profit team, and we got a videographer now, we got a warehouse. I had a Corvette, but I sold it because I realized I don't really give a shit about materialistic stuff. It was a journey. It was a transformation. But if I could do it, you can do it. And hopefully this long-winded video maybe brought some light to the real Raiken Profit and the journey that I've been on.